let us update you guys on what we are dealing with.
You're not going to pay, that's perfectly fine. We're going to put a lien on your property, and if you don't pay for it eventually, they can foreclose on your house.
Yeah.
For those $2,000. Like, look at the difference. That's like 2 feet of grass.
Let's get started on today's drama. Yes, I said drama. I didn't say adventure. Let us update you guys on what we are dealing with in our community. So, first, here's Paul. And then Yodi and Orion. Yes, they all look and wait.
Gotta stay hydromated.
Hydromated, guys. That is the vocabulary word of the day. What does hydromated mean? And am I saying it right? And can you use it in a sentence? All right. So, what is today's drama? Let Paul wash his hands.
Gotta be clean. Gotta get rid of all around.
The germs, the skirms.
Anyway, so, for those of you who do not know, we live in a townhouse. So the HOA takes care of the grounds of the community, so the grass, the garden in the front and the back, whatever. And we are not responsible for that in any way, shape, or form, and we do not need to take care of that in any way, shape, or form.
Hallelujah.
We've been here for several years, and we've never had an issue with the lawn company not cutting the grass, not doing it properly. Everything has always been perfectly fine. 3 weeks has gone by and they have not cut our backyard. It's not just ours, it's all the buildings here in this community on this side. You drive by, they cut the front.
It looks nice.
It looks nice and normal in the front, and then the side yard they'll cut in between each building, but then the backyards are horrible. Ours is about like 12 inches long right now.
It is, Yodi would not go into the
She
grass.
doesn't like walking through it, yeah, it's not bad. It's just been going on, and some of the neighbors have actually come and talked to me and be like, hey, let's band together, go to the HOA, because this is ridiculous. 3 weeks and they haven't cut our grass in the back. There's weeds everywhere, like it's disgusting. That's not that bad. Down the street, there's one side yard that the grass, I'm not joking, has to be like up to like my knees. Like it has to be like almost 2 feet tall. Like it's ridiculous.
Now what makes this even more ridiculous, guys, we pay a lot in HOA here.
A lot. Like it's too much what we pay for what we get. There's no community center, there's no gym, there's a pool here, but it's horrendous.
Paul, describe what an HOA is for maybe some people who don't know or don't even have one, which you guys are lucky.
The HOA is a homeowners association. Homeowners association have set rules for everyone who lives in this specific community. Each community differs in who manages the HOA, as well as what rules and regulations they set in place. For example, here, we cannot park in the street from midnight to 6 a.m. If you're parked in the street in those 6-hour increments, you'll get your car towed. And they do have a tow truck that I hear him every single night. He comes through the neighborhood and he goes and he has taken some of our cars too.
Yes.
It's so stupid, but they do it to regulate it so that a bunch of people don't park on the street. And there's no visitor parking in this community either. We have 2 parking spaces in your driveway. If you have too much, that's not the association's problem. They don't care. And you can ask, like, hey, can I park in the street? They say no.
Yeah.
Overnight.
And you can't park in the pool house either.
In the pool house, you cannot park overnight either. That's like the first place they check, and they tow every single vehicle from there. We have one playground here that all the benches are broken.
Yeah. Our gate is broken.
The gate is broken all the time. There is the sidewalk gate, which you're supposed to have a key. You unlock it, and as soon as you pull your key out, it locks it, so when the gate shuts, it stays locked.
Out of the years we've been here, I don't think it's ever been fixed.
Never.
Yeah.
And we pay a lot. Like, put it this
guys, it's ridiculous.
My mom lives in a community. She has a brand new house. She lives in a community that has a 24/7 guarded gate. They have security patrols in the community.
Yeah.
They have a clubhouse that has a full gym. Not like, oh, 2 little machines. It's a full gym.
Yeah.
They also have like
a locker room.
The locker room. They have like rec rooms. They have areas that you can reserve to have your party, porches, grills. They have a huge pool that has like I forgot what it's called. Like
beach?
Like the beach style, that it's 0 feet deep and it slowly slopes into the pool.
Yeah. And they even
kids area.
They even have events for food trucks to come to.
They do events, and then on top of that, they have a water slide with a lifeguard every single moment the actual pool is open. If there's no lifeguard, the pool's not open. All of that for literally a third of what we pay here in this community.
Yeah, guys, like, yeah, it's pretty bad. So guys, we're gonna show you how bad it is. And it's getting so bad now to the point that our neighbors who we've never met are coming around and like, we need to band together. Let's go check it out.
Come here. This is how it should be. Look at
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Like, this is
See,
how it
they did
should
the
be.
nice side yard. Yodi's like literally ignoring the tall grass.
And then you can see where they stopped cutting it. Like, literally just in the side yard, and then our backyard and the whole building.
Here, show me standing in it.
Janice is scared to stand in the grass.
Like a frog's gonna jump out at me, guys. This is not easy. Oh my god. Or a snake is gonna attack, man. This is, yeah?
Can't see your feet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look at it. He's like jumping.
He loves it.
Yodi.
But it's never been this tall. Let's see Janice freak out a little bit more.
I never
Orion
come out
loves
here,
it.
guys. Never. Just because of the frogs.
So this is pretty bad. It's really annoying because I do like going out into the grass with my dog. I like to play with him and everything, and it's a hassle. There are these weeds here that, you know, they grow out pretty damn tall. I'm not sure how it comes out on the camera, but
I feel like we're not doing justice.
It doesn't really come out in camera as well, but like these weeds do not come out unless the grass has not been cut for a few weeks. It's been at least 3 weeks that they haven't cut the grass. Yodi is just over there. She's in the short grass. She doesn't like it.
I will not be partaking in this.
So, and again, we have a beautiful community, but they fall short on this. And
In a lot of things.
so with the HOA, we have insurance because there's still a mortgage on the property. So it's something called PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance is summed up to one mortgage payment. In there, we do have insurance for the interior of the actual unit. So for example, if there's a fire breaks out, they cover the interior flooding, whatever. There is a master policy for the HOA that covers the buildings on the exterior. Again, we are not responsible for the maintenance of the exterior of the building. They are. So now, after the hurricane, the rear of the building, like right underneath the 2 windows in the back, it got damaged, and a lot of them got damaged because the building's like
Couple years old.
13 years old. It's like 13 years old. It's not horrible, but that had to be repaired. And again, master policy of the HOA, they should take care of it. They didn't let me know. One day I heard banging on the wall. I, grabbed my firearms and everything, and I see the guy, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, oh no, I was sent to the HOA. I called them. They're like, yeah, we're doing some repairs. I was like, oh, perfectly fine. Not a big deal. Tell me how every single person who got a repair done got a bill for it later.
It was like $2,000, yeah.
It was like $2,000, and I was like, what? I could have done it for like $500 if I did. They had 3 contractors. Imagine this wall. They had one contractor come and destroy the wall. Another contractor come and then rebuild the wall and then texture it. And then a third contractor to come and paint it. So of course, if you do that, it's going to be expensive. They charged every single person, and there were people who were like, I'm not paying. And the community's response to that was, you're not going to pay, that's perfectly fine. We're going to put a lien on your property, and if you don't pay for it eventually, they can foreclose on your house for those $2,000. Here's another thing. We pay a lot. How many units are in this community? They should have money left over. They didn't re-asphalt the road. They did like that spray asphalt. Some people will know what I'm talking about, where it's literally just a machine and the guy just sprays a black coat of asphalt on top of it. It's pretty much just a coloring, and a sealer. So it's not a whole new asphalt. They did that, and they also sent us the bill. It was like $800.
We're like, what's the point of this HOA exactly? And now it's getting to a point, like, we've never had our neighbors talk about, let's band together and get this resolved. It's never been to that extreme.
To give you guys an idea, there's 353 units in this community. I believe it's 353 or 343, one of those numbers. With what we pay in HOA, they make over $88,000 a month.
A month?
In fees.
When you said the number, I was like, oh, a year? That's not. But then Paul said a month. And I was like,
yep. That's how much they make a month here. So they make over $1 million in HOA fees a year. And I'm sorry, I don't see where it goes, because you're going to tell me that a professional landscaping company is going to charge you $500,000 for a contract where they come to cut once a week? Only once a week in the summer. In the winter, they only come once every 3 weeks.
And then pressure washing once a year?
No,
not even?
they only pressure wash once in the 5 years we've been
I was
here.
gonna say, I felt like it was like every other year. I haven't
They only
seen
pressure
them do
wash
it.
once every 5 years. I don't know where all that money goes. And it's ridiculous, and a lot of people hate it. Like, it's to the point that I actually wanted to move because of the HOA. Maybe you can or cannot see it, but you see how the grass here by the sidewalk is nice and cut? And then look at that difference. Like, look at the difference. That's like 2 feet of grass.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Alright guys, as you can tell, we're in the car.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
We're going to the HOA office. So we are on our way to stand up for ourselves. And that's another big thing we're going to be talking about this vlog. Because I see a lot of your comments. You guys got to stand up for yourselves. I do get a lot of not so nice comments, you know, very creatively worded in a way saying, wherever you guys go, there's always a problem. That's not true, guys, whatsoever. We know our worth, and sadly, some people don't know their worth. Some people just keep their, you know, mouth shut and let people walk all over themselves. But guess what? That is not Paul and I. If we don't like something, we're very vocal. We'll let it know. And I'll be honest, society has us brainwashed, as we can see, that standing up for ourselves is a bad thing.
There is that stigma that if you talk up, if someone who is serving you in some way or form, if you speak up because they're doing something wrong or something is not correct, I'm at fault if I say something.
No, guys, no. And I've even gotten comments in the past, well, if they have a higher education than you should listen to them. What?
You should listen to a doctor when your car breaks down. The doctor has more knowledge because he has a higher education than a mechanic. But a mechanic can take the car and literally find the one problem you have and why the car won't start, but the doctor can't. Just because you have a PhD or whatever does not mean you're smarter or you're better than someone else, or that you have to listen to that person because they have a little paper on their wall.
Just seeing that type of comment, I just know, sadly, certain people don't know their self-worth. Just because somebody went to school longer than you or has been on this earth longer than you, they know more than you.
Another comment that I've seen a lot is, you know, people say, you guys have a lot of problems in a lot of different places with a lot of people. Maybe it's not the other people that are causing the problem, maybe it's you. I understand where people get that assumption, but this goes back to know your self-worth. If you know what you're doing and your heart is not with malicious intent, you're not trying to do it to screw anybody over, and you're just genuinely trying to look out for yourself, look out for your loved one, or try to get something done in a timely fashion, that's not you causing problems, that's you trying to resolve an issue.
Yeah.
So me calling a doctor's office and having a problem with them over and over again, I don't care. If I need to get an exam or a blood work or an appointment for me or my wife, I'm gonna do it because it's the doctor's office. If they don't call me back, it's not my fault. How is me starting problems? They're the ones who are not doing the proper job. And you have the right to say, I'm sorry, I want good service when I'm paying for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not asking anything for free.
Tesla!
Where?
Where?
I see it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's just know your self-worth, and we don't do these things with malicious intent. I'm not doing it to aggravate somebody. I'm not doing it to ruin someone's day.
Definitely speak up for yourself. So today's vlog is all about advocating. Once I saw that, you know, we were having issues with the HOA and our neighbors as well, and they wanted to band together, I was like, this is a great vlog to show that it's okay to speak up for yourself. So guys, like I said, we are on our way to this HOA office. It is a little bit farther away. Like, it is like about an hour away, but it's worth it to get our point across, to show that this is an ongoing issue and that this isn't going to be tolerated. Mind you guys, we already went last week and still nothing's being done. So we are gonna, you know, kind of be the face for our community and be like, this will not stand. All right guys, let us go. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, Paul is gone. Orion is in his upright position because when Paul is gone, he's like, where's daddy? Where is he? Me and Paul have a key rule for our relationship in general. We cannot go into a situation both heated. And if we do, one of us has to kind of reevaluate the situation. But we evaluate the situation and then we see who could really get their point across in a respectable, calm manner. And I won't lie guys, most of the time Paul is that one. So for this situation, Paul definitely thinks it was best for him to go. I am heated, so I'm just like, you take care of it. Paul's coming back, he's coming back. Wait, I didn't give you the applications here. Do you want them or no?
It's okay. I showed her the photos of the grass.
Yes.
She literally was like, no. I was like, yeah. And I was like, it's been 3 weeks that they have not cut the grass. But they have 3 members who are on the board of the association for our neighborhood. They are the ones who report to the association issues and tickets and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so why do they not care about the grass, but they care about the tow truck, right? That's priority number 1. And she's just like, I am so sorry.
I would have been like, also they don't care about the park.
She said, listen, what I want you to do, she's like, email it to me, send me the photos, tell me exactly all the list of stuff, and I'm gonna go to the park, send the photos of the benches, be like, this is broken, and why are we paying? And this is what she said. Currently, the reason why the gate is broken, she's like, they're in an insurance claim that the insurance company and the person who rammed the gate and broke it is suing the association. They're suing the association saying, your gate hit my car. No, you hit the gate, bro. Like, what the hell you mean? But since they're in litigation, they can't fix the gate yet. They're like, it's a whole huge issue with the insurance that until the insurance pays out.
I would have been like, you know, because of the dang gate, there was a home invasion and then cars got robbed into. We didn't say that before, but that's also another issue why we're here.
And she said too, she's like, I know that there was an issue. The detectives actually came by earlier today and yesterday, getting all the information, and they may come to like the people's houses and get the ring videos.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they literally have been looking for, because they're like, it's getting bad.
We never had issues like this. But
I'm sending her a hell of an email today.
But since no one wants to fix the gate, there was our next door neighbor, yes, right there, had a home invasion. How terrifying. That could have been us. And
mind you, it was a woman, a 12-year-old son, 18-year-old daughter. The son comes into her room in the middle of the night, says, Mom, someone's in the house. She opens the door and she hears someone opening the sliding glass door and going through the blinds. She's like, I freaked the hell out. Called the police. The police said, barricade yourself in your house. We're sending units. They had the helicopter search, dogs, everything. Imagine how scary it is that you're in your house with your daughter and your son and someone's in the house. And that is scarier than someone who's just trying to steal your stuff while you're at work, because they know you're home.
Yeah.
And they're still willing to go in there. And I guarantee you, if you confront them or if you happen to stumble upon them, they're not just gonna run away. They're gonna do something bad.
A couple days later, neighbor, like 2 houses down, had his car broken into, and then our other neighbor
got his car stolen.
It wasn't even broken into, it was just stolen.
He's like, they took my car, and I was like, did you leave the keys in? He's like, no, I have the keys right here. They literally stole the car. Like, they were like someone who knew how.
Can't you not do that now with cars these days?
Some people know how. It was an older car, and some people, he's like, it wasn't like brand new, but it was decent, and he's like, yeah, they still work. They still stole it.
Look at guys, the blimp! The Goodyear blimp. I didn't know Goodyear still went on. Sorry guys, I am just changing the news real quick, the dramatic news, to Goodwill. Goodwill.
Goodyear.
Goodyear. Good. I'm trying to make a fake commercial, babe. Goodyear, where you get the best tires, right? Tires? I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel like it's gonna crash. The blimp is like, the humanity. I can't do the voice. Can you do the voice?
Good work, man.
The humanity. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
The humanity. You guys like my voices? I feel like I could be a good voice actor. So guys, all this is going down in our neighborhood. When is the time to say no more?
Enough is enough.
And this is exactly where, figure out what is your true worth. Are you gonna let the HOA push you around? No, you stand up and fight. And plus it's where you live, so don't you want the best?
And she's like, well, you know, they do an annual meeting where they elect people to go onto the board. I was like, well, you know what? I want to go to that meeting. I'm going to try to be on the board
I
because
think
I'm
you should.
sorry.
I definitely think you should be on the board. And if the board is truly people who are supposed to call out these issues, why aren't they calling them out?
They only care about the tow truck because guess what? I guarantee you they have a side business with that tow truck driver saying, listen, every car you take, I'll call you when there's a car here. Just out of the 350, give me 50 bucks. And I'm going to get together with some of the neighbors who I already talked to about doing this because I actually find I came over here. Perfect. But the problem is it's a good 45, 50 minutes away from our place. So a lot of people go, I'm not going to drive all the way over there.
And I think they're only taking us serious because we're coming down. But once again, Paul has left many emails.
Yep.
No response, no care, no nothing. Alright guys, honestly, we have talked a lot. I can't even imagine all the editing I'm gonna do.
A lot.
When things do get stressful and you do deal with some form of confrontation, do something afterwards that you love to make you feel better about yourself, to kind of give you a little worth and be like, you know what, you are worth this self-love. What do they say? Treat yourself from Parks and Rec. I love that. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. So guys, do what you do what you love, and who cares what other people say? You know, it's okay to advocate. It's society's fault for making it seem like we shouldn't speak up for ourselves. And I'm more than happy to speak up for myself and for my family when I know we're not treated the best that I know we can be. So guys, for now, adieu and goodbye. Paul's driving.
Sorry, I'm just driving.